all you volleyball fans who follow me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. My name is Keith. I'm in the city of Mississauga, which is in Ontario, Canada, and I'm here to talk about the sport of volleyball. But my specific topic today is history. Well, I'm going to tell you about an old volleyball tournament that used to exist. It doesn't exist any longer. And I have some old VHS color videotape of the tournament that I'm going to show you so you can get a feel for what it was like way back then. Anyway, here's some background for you. First of all, years ago, I was approached by a few guys who were running this tournament. They had an idea to run this huge volleyball tournament, and they asked if the Brampton Volleyball League would help promote it, and I was helping run the league at the time. So we said yes, because these events were rare, big volleyball tournaments, and this was going to be in Brampton, right in our backyard. Anyway, oh, by the way, in case you remember, or maybe you don't remember, there used to be a huge grass volleyball tournament in Brampton. It was called the Terry Fox Tournament. It was on grass. It was at the Kmart building at Queen Street and Bramley Road. Kmart had their head office there in a big grass field, and they used to fill this field with volleyball courts. And the Terry Fox run would be in September, and they'd run this big tournament with all these dozens and dozens, if not 100 teams. It was a big event. So anyway, these AMALCO guys had the kind of the same idea. Hey, let's run this big event in Brampton. Oh, by the way, I should show you a big overview picture of the video. So let's jump to the video right now and just get a look at how big this tournament was. So as you can see, wow, we have chalk lines, those old crappy little nets, that backyard stuff from Canadian Tire, low nets, everything that was kind of cheesy, but hey, it was a big event. They got over 100 teams. There were 30 plus courts. Hey, this was a cool thing at the time because there was nothing else like it. So if you played volleyball, hey, it was summertime, you were getting out to this event.
Tourney! Jump ball, you there!
Oh, in case you never noticed, this is Chinguacousy Park in Brampton, and the location of this soccer field where we're playing this tournament is right on top of where the brand new beach volleyball courts are at Chinguacousy Park with their chalet building and all that. So yeah, this is years before it was developed, and it was a soccer field, and it hosted this huge beach volleyball tournament. And I shouldn't say beach, grass volleyball tournament, outdoor tournament. You get what I mean, right? And just for bragging rights, I want to tell you this. That tournament that you're seeing in the video, my team won it. The team I played with. So yeah, we ended up winning. And the funny part was, first place was $1,000 per person, but it was a gold premier membership to the fitness club for a year. And the funny part was nobody wanted it. And they had some t-shirts, like white t-shirts. And we told the organizer, we want the t-shirts, not the memberships. And the guy was going, are you crazy? These are $1,000 each. And we went, no, we want the $10 t-shirts. That's all, because we're not going to go to the fitness club and attend this kind of thing. But anyway, that was a funny part of the tournament. Okay, let's watch a little more of the volleyball action on the courts. Don't mind my camera skills. I wasn't that good at the time. When I look back on it, I was moving the camera around way too much and turning it off and on too much. Anyway, let's watch some of this action.
the nose.
Yes, right.
On the black and white,
Okay, ready,
the
Keith.
yin and the...
Tourney, you should...
Another one of those documentaries, eh?
Boom it, baby.
Yeah, come on, there you go, guys. I have. Free ball. Back row. Yes. I got it. Nobody. Yes. Guys, let's go. That's what. Yep.
Go up here, go up here.
It's easy.
Going outside.
So there you go. You get to see the video. You know what the tournament looked like, how many teams are playing. They had a recreational and a competitive division, by the way. And, of course, you get a feel for what it was like. And they had the beer garden going on and a band's playing. And they had a main court right in front of the, what do you call it? Well, the band shell that's no longer there. So when you get to play in the finals, like my team did, you played right on the main court with everyone sitting around drinking beer. So it was cool from that aspect of it. But to be honest with you, the whole tournament, now I'm going to wrap it all up here. The tournament itself was poorly organized. The guys who were running it had nothing to do with volleyball. I mean, they did a good job of promoting it, but they put all their efforts into the beer garden and this fashion show and almost forgot about the volleyball itself, which of course was the main product. So one year they actually asked me, would you come in and run our competitive division for us because we don't know what we're doing. So I said yes, because they hired me, they paid me. So I went there and it was just a schmozzle of grief. They had teams, they didn't know how many teams they had, they didn't have the net set up, I was rushing around, it was a hassle, and every half hour they'd send a team from rec over to competitive and say, hey, deal with them, put them in the tournament, and the schedule was crappy and it was just a pain in the ass. So anyway, the last year that this all happened, they ran the tournament again, and I think they assumed I was going to run their competitive division, even though I never agreed to anything. They never even asked me. They just assumed I would be doing it. Anyway, as it turned out, and I can only tell you this because I didn't go there, I didn't run it, but this is what I heard happen. Saturday, that's when the tournament was taking place, and the forecast was for rain or thunderstorms or bad weather anyway. So it was bad. So what the organizers did was they called up all the teams and said, it looks like rain Saturday, we're switching to Sunday. Sunday's going to be sunny. So they called everyone up, switched from Saturday to Sunday. All cool, everything was going well, but they never told the park people they were doing this. They didn't have a permit for Sunday. It was only for Saturday. So anyway, what I heard ended up happening was the mayor of Brampton at the time showed up, and they had all these dignitaries show up on Saturday to kind of promote the tournament, put their word in, just be there. And there was no tournament. It was raining. Nobody was there. And it was a kind of a real hassle. And then the guys all showed up on Sunday to run the tournament with all the teams. So anyway, the park people and officials kind of said, no, we don't want you guys back again. You can't just do this without telling us. And that's kind of how the tournament ended. No more AMALCO tournament. 1999 or 2000 was the last year for it. And yeah, That's how it all ended. So anyway, that's kind of what happens when people who don't run volleyball get involved with these big tournaments thinking they're going to make a lot of money. And you know something? If they had actually focused on the volleyball and ran it properly, we might still have this tournament today. Who knows? It would have been a huge tournament, run on grass on a soccer field. Okay, that's it. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed my little history lesson and a talk about the old AMALCO tournament, which at the time was a huge tournament and everyone wanted to play in it, but it died out pretty quick on that one weekend where it rained and they didn't show up and switched days without telling anyone. Okay, that's it. That's all. Hope you enjoyed my video and the little talk about the AMALCO tournament that used to exist and no longer does. Bye for now.